today. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. A little jet sweep to start the drive. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And some room to roam now. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd and 2, Lawrence. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Lawrence now off the bootleg. Rolling to his left. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man complete. That's Strickland. And he's going to get this one across the 30. Yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll give up the middle to Kelly. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll set up to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Walsh. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. 61 yards. And the Bills will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And work with me here. Is this overhyped or not? You've got a warm weather team on the road in January, and it's cold. What's the deal? Is that a factor? Is it not a factor?
I think a lot of it depends on the personality of your head coach and how you prepare for things. And some things you just can't prepare for. If you're coming from a warm weather site, you can't make it cold enough like it is here in this ball game. But what you can do is just tell the guys, dress for the weather, and then play like we always play. And as the game goes along, typically those guys out there playing, you warm up enough that it really shouldn't affect you quite the same way. Now, if that's all you talk about, if you put that in the heads of your players, it'll affect them in a big way.
3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So pass interference, the call. That's going to set him up with a first down.
And if it's a bang-bang play, maybe the flag stays in the official's pocket, but instead, he definitely impeded the receiver's right to catch the football. The officials letting the players know how the game's going to be called here in the first quarter.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Lawrence will throw. He's going deep for Brown. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. So plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Trying to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Now Lawrence to throw. Got a man. It's Johnson. End zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from drawing level. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Evan McPherson for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So a sensational return there on special teams, a foot race that he was not going to lose. But now, meanwhile, while that was going on, we've got an injured player on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
On play action, Lawrence. He'll get this to Bell. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A busy first quarter. His third catch of the afternoon is a first down. Now Lawrence. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From midfield now, Lawrence. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. McPherson's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
He sets to fire deep. He's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 2nd and 3 from the 9. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Setting up the screen to Kelly. Touchdown, Bills! A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it culminates in a Bills touchdown. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes and all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. Running right with Kelly. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive, 4 plays, and it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Got him in, it's Brown. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Here's Lawrence. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 42 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 38. Now Lawrence. And he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Lawrence. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Lawrence's throw complete there to Johnson. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And he'll just get rid of it.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
McPherson's kick is good. And the Dolphins are going to be forced to settle for 3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Second and 3. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They run up the gut with Kelly. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. He finds his man, complete. That's Bailey. Clock running as he's brought down, but now you can't spike it. It's 4th down. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. A look around the NFL, we'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
And this will be a dump off for Kelly. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay gain.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Walsh. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for him.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now to this point. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. On 3rd down, Lawrence. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Let's take it inside his own 40. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
Kelly tries the right side. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. And quickly they get to the line. 2nd and 9 now. He's got a man complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. 60 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Lawrence. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bell. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. A nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that saw him have over 100 catches.
And when you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the NFL this year. So figures he's going to play a big role in whether his team can advance in the playoffs.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And they will remain well behind.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
They'll start on the ground with Kelly. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 75 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Room here to run. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Bills get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in at the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 35 on 2nd down, Lawrence. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Johnson with a completion over the middle. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
And yes, everyone, that was the fullback carrying the football. I know it's a dying breed, it's a dying position for a lot of people, but I still think it's valuable and important, especially one who can carry the ball.
And you need short yardage. What makes sense? Go to a big body, let him plow forward just like he did there.
It's still a big man's game.
The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down. They go play action with Lawrence. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 25-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Lawrence is thrown into the hands of Andrews. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Now a Second down and 6.
Back to throw again. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson.
It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And here come the Bills. And they have made this look easy. I mean, there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest.
They'll hand it off to Kelly. A little juke. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big play here for Buffalo. 58 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He finds his man complete. That's Walsh. And he'll be out of bounds. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the...
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yes, multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Lawrence. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
They'll look to throw again. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Short completion, just 4 yards. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Back to throw. Lawrence.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken around the 12.
And he will finally be shoved out of bounds down at the 30-yard line.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up